Hey guys, what's going on? Friends and family, my name is Skylent, and lately I have been streaming and covering a little bit of Paladins, okay, the beta. It's been pretty hype, been pretty fun. I like me some hero shooter, but there's been a new update here. I think it's OB44. So this is a new patch, and it added in some crazy things. It was some things that I actually really wanted in the game, but I think it was implemented in a way that made most of the community kind of freak the fuck out. So let's get into it, yeah? And I think this is pretty relevant, talking about pay to win and the whole subject of, you know, monetization, especially in free-to-play games. Yeah, I think it's something that we should talk about, and it's something I have been mentioning a lot in my videos. Literally just did one on Black Desert. So let's go to the champions, and we're going to show you exactly what people are kind of complaining about, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it as well. So let's go to Maeve, because Maeve is bae, and we can see her loadouts. So here's the loadouts and everything. Same as usual, you get the same cards and stuff. I think the UI might have changed a little bit. And yeah, you get the cards, and you know, you do the things. But now the difference is that these cards and how you acquire them, though, has changed a little bit. You can actually see there's a new resource here. So you get this in-game resource through opening packs, and you open these chests up, and there's an RNG chance that you will get not just cosmetics, which is how it kind of is in Overwatch, or it completely is. I mean, it's not just skins, though. There's also voice lines. Same thing in this game. You get skins, voice lines, stuff like that. But most of the time, you're going to get cards, and the cards are used to customize. And normally, this isn't an issue, but now they've included rarities. So some cards are going to be a lot rarer than others, instead of it just kind of being all random, you know, all the same percentage or whatever. So yeah, some cards are going to be harder to get than others, which is weird. That means that some of them are probably going to be worth a little bit more. Well, the in-game currency, the elixir or whatever. And yeah, so this makes the game kind of weird. Like certain builds are probably going to need certain rarity cards, and it's going to make the game feel kind of pay to win just because of that. But any CCG is like that. You get cards, random cards, some have different rarities, and they have different sort of like crafting resource, requirements to create them or to disenchant them. If you play Hearthstone, it's kind of like that. So this is no different than any of those games. And this progression system it's kind of unique in the way it's portrayed, but overall, like, if you're gonna say this game is pay to win, then you should look at League of Legends with its rune system, kind of. But I mean, you can't really pay for those. Kind of, you have to get boosters, but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, it's an incentivization. I don't think it's quite pay to win. If we actually look at my Black Desert video and the like to dislike ratio in a lot of the comments, people are like, dude, if over time you can eventually get these items, it's not pay to win. Well, then here's a game like this. Tribes Ascend was also similar. But the thing that a lot of the community is really, angry about is that these are instance competitive games, and, it doesn't feel that great whenever you go against somebody that has spent money immediately and they are better than you, especially leveling. But then again, is it pay to win if eventually you can get everything? There's always that debate. Now, the one thing that a lot of people are kind of complaining about is going to be these legendaries. So if we look at these, some of these are pretty good. Now, the legendaries is going to change your game, but as we see with Maeve, I just unlocked all 3 of them. But if I go to, let's say, somebody like Buck, let's see, I should have, you see his cards? Yep, the Buck right there, and Snare is unlocked. So every character already immediately has 1 legendary already unlocked for them. In League of Legends, you don't even get a base rune set. Like, you just start from scratch, and you're objectively worse than every other player because of it. So in this game, you at least get, see, if we go to loadouts, there is a basic card set that you get for every class. Every hero, you get a basic cards. Even if you don't own the cards, you get the basic cards. Actually, I do believe in this game you do technically own them. And then you also get 1 legendary. So you should be on a somewhat even playing field, when you jump in. Now, I don't know how grindy the game is. I have an account that has just fucking everything, so I don't really know how grindy this is, and that could, deter you as a player. It could be, not very consumer friendly, but saying it's pay to win might be a little bit too far. Same thing with what I said in Black Desert Online, though they're 2 different ecosystems and 2 different games. Why is it acceptable that Black Desert does this? Because a lot of people think that it is acceptable, but it's not acceptable that this game does it. Is it the varying degrees of grind? Is it because this one's pseudo-competitive? I don't know. Black Desert is mainly a PvP game too, so I don't know. I guess this one is you're forced to PvP. You can only PvP, and it is set as a competitive game, so maybe that's why. But either way, just, first glances here at this update, I don't think it's really pay to win. It might be grindy, but overall, they've already listened to the community and said they're going to reduce some costs, and, they're going to check out some, probably some RNG and the rarities and everything. They're probably going to make it consumer friendly eventually. They just implemented this, and they already immediately are responding to the community, so that's really good. And normally, I'm extremely critical of stuff like this, but so far, I'm kind of, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this. This is okay. But I will say that one thing. Looking back at their past, Hi-Rez's past with Tribes Ascend and how they destroyed that game, let's not make the same mistake, okay? Let's not do that. Don't make this game too grindy when you're trying to be a competitive game. Next, I do like that they added layers. You know, they added in legendaries, but just changing the entire, you know, upgrading path, the whole elixir thing and everything. I don't know. That's a weird decision. That seems kind of money grubby, and I'm just saying it could be a slippery slope for what we see in the future. But overall, it's pretty all right. I would like to see how they actually add on to the game, and maybe not so much change things to make it more grinding, you know, get more money out of us. We'll see. Anyways, overall, I think Paladins is still pretty fun. I've been playing a lot of Mave. I think I'm going to try to go try to be like a Master's flanker. I think that'd be pretty cool. Overall, I like the cosmetics. I like the cash shop as a whole, but I can't really judge how grindy it is because, again, I have like shit tons of everything for my account. So please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'm not the final word on this. You know, I'm not a true Paladins master. I've just been covering it, so I just wanted to mention that and let you guys know what the Paladins community is freaking out about. I don't think it's worth freaking out about, but then at the same time, if people didn't freak out about it, then it could, you know, slippery slope. It could get worse and worse, and then we'd have a Black Desert Korean, you know, thing going on. So yeah, there's that short video. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Skylent. Hope you have fun. I'll see you in the next one.